This thing should be alright. All right. Welcome, everybody.
Good day.
Good day. It's a good day here in Chicago. It's beautiful. It's about, 78, almost 80 degrees here today?
Right, it was like 90.
Whatever. I don't know. All I know is I sweat my ass off cycling.
Yeah.
All the way from downtown out here. So, no, absolutely beautiful day. Not exactly sure. We don't have anybody in here, so not really a massive point to really start things off. I think we can kind of wait a little bit, maybe, and see who comes in. Give it a little bit, and yeah, guess we can just kind of chill. I guess the biggest thing is and we were kind of talking about it earlier, is the limited edition release.
Yeah,
and
PS4.
And how it was basically live for a solid, 45 minutes? Hour?
Yeah, maybe.
Oh my gosh. And you had actually texted me.
Yep.
As soon as you bought yours, I immediately went in and purchased mine, put it up on Reddit, and then a guy probably 45 minutes later commented and say, "Hey, they're not available anymore." Felt bad. I really did. I felt a little bad. I kind of like dangled the carrot and didn't deliver whatsoever. So, but yeah, it just goes to show, and I kind of put in my thread, like, hey, this just goes to show, the hype that gamers like us kind of procure allows for these types of releases to continuously happen.
Right.
And if we keep hyping this game, well, there's a good chance that they might do another limited edition release.
I'm positive before it comes out, I'm sure there's going to be at least one more.
27 days.
Yeah.
So, you would have to think that they'd go ahead and do another release because it was so successful. You're selling, and I would have to venture a guess that everybody, maybe not everybody, 75% of those people got one-day shipping.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. Who wants to get the game on the second day?
No.
Come on, or wait the 4 to 8 days. That'd be torture. You literally couldn't go on the internet. And I know that they've said that this game is YouTube or wiki-proof.
Yeah, right.
It'll still be torture to watch other players playing the game that you so desperately want to play and have been waiting so long for.
Yeah, I as soon as I saw it, dropped everything, ran out of the office, ordered it, then texted you.
Yeah. I ordered it immediately, took a screenshot of my confirmation, and immediately put it up on Reddit.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, I hope it helped some people. There's some people viewed it, but I'm not sure it helped everybody.
Probably not.
I had actually emailed Patrick earlier today about a couple of agenda items. Well, not agenda items, but just topics.
So formal.
Yeah, no. Well, I am in business. I'm in advertising. I'm a digital director at an ad agency in downtown Chicago, so I typically like to have things organized and structured. So, but one thing that I did want to discuss today is resources, mining, and how those things are applied to your upgrades.
Oh, crap.
So, are you watching?
That's me.
Oh.
I forgot to mute it.
Oh, no, you're fine. I just didn't know that number 1 up there was you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, that was weird.
What was weird?
Oh, this computer.
Huh. So, going back to kind of the topic of resources, mining, and how those things apply to your upgrades. Sean Murray, go ahead.
I think it's going to be straightforward in this situation. He's got that table, the gaming table of elements that they've referenced many times. I think it's going to be, there's not going to be anything that's going to surprise us in there.
So I pose a question. He has said that you use the in-game currency to upgrade your ship, your suit, and your multi-tool.
Yep.
So, here's my question. Do you think that you can mine resources, say iron, or their equivalent of iron in the game, or steel, something like that? You burrow your way down in the earth or the planet deep enough where you are harvesting minerals that are very uncommon. Can you directly apply those to upgrades on your ship? So you're basically, what I'm asking is, will your ship upgrades require resources, not simply currency.
Well, obviously you need some for the fuel, like they were saying.
You'll need that, well, yeah, for the fuel. But is it going to be more complex than simply saying, okay, I have to go out and mine some resources, find a trader, trade for them for currency, then upgrade my ship? Or can I mine minerals, resources, things of that nature, and directly apply them to upgrades on my ship without currency? You know what I mean? So, like, I just don't know. Like, do you have the ability to directly upgrade your ship by the resources that you mine on the various planets that you go to? Because they're going to have different resources.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't see why not. It would make sense in the long run.
It's just an interesting thing to think about. Because if the only way to upgrade your ship is through currency, you're going to have to mine, trade.
Well, you're going to have to find outposts, too.
Outposts.
Or space station.
You also get currency through discoveries. So, I mean, that's another way. But I just thought about that today when I was kind of coming up with some topics.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, that would be kind of cool. So I mine, like I was saying, steel or iron. And I want to reinforce the hull of my ship. Can I directly apply those resources to my upgrade? Or do I have to go find an outpost, trade, and things of that nature? I will be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Patrick, hold down the fort, sir.
Sorry, guys, I got some allergies going on today. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be an interesting topic, and everybody's said something online on this. So, I mean, how do you guys feel? How do you guys think that's going to happen? And let us know. I mean, we're all curious. We're all of one community in this case. So, let's see what comes up, if anything. Yeah. So beyond that, I mean, we're also talking about some destructible objects and destructible environments. I mean, obviously, from what we've seen, we're gonna have basically everything is gonna be destructible to a point, but we're gonna have to upgrade our weapons and we're gonna have to upgrade our tools to do this. And I mean, it all kind of ties together with the mining resources. So I'm just trying to figure out how much of this resource management and all this stuff that's going to have to go into crafting and then destroying, and how much people are actually going to be going on. Yeah, let us know what you guys think and how it might pan out for everybody in this case.
All right, I am back. Sorry, I had a delivery, so I had to tend to the delivery. All right. Oh, there's no. So, going back to that, what were you talking about?
I'm just kind of segueing into the destructible environment with the multi-tool.
The multi-tool is a cool concept. Yeah. I like it. Everybody's like, well, it's not a gun, it's not a mining tool, it's both, and is that kind of lame? And you're not like they have the multi-tool is perpetually generated just like everything else. Mm-hmm. And
we're all gonna have something a little different eventually.
Yeah. And I think everybody just kind of is so used to having, the first-person shooter kind of game like this, where the gun looks the kind of same for everybody. Well, that's just not going to be true.
No.
He's used the same gun and it's looked the same in all of his videos because that's his build.
Right.
You know what I mean? So your gun is going to look completely different than his. So that's really, really cool. And the fact that you can upgrade it to whatever you want and really, all your upgrades are really just going to be tailored to how you play the game anyway.
Right.
So what were you alluding to on destructible environments?
With the mining resources, we're going to have to destroy stuff. We're going to have to upgrade our tool in order to do this. And it all ties together with how we're going to allocate, what are we going to destroy, and how we're going to find it, for mining purposes.
Yeah. I think the most interesting thing is going to be is what resources you can find on what types of planets. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Obviously, it's for your proximity to the sun is going to dictate the ecology, but what is it? That also dictates the resources, and kind of the rarest of those resources might be on an absolutely barren planet, completely barren.
Yeah.
You might get there and see no animals, no nothing, no water, no life, But you burrow away down into the planet, find a couple tunnels, and you might find some really valuable resources that you can then travel to another solar system and basically trade up and sell it for a higher value than you would normally trade it for. And that's that region, because it's more rare, maybe someplace closer to the sun, where you're mining something that has maybe an ice element to it, or like a frost element to it, and you travel closer to the sun, more tropical climate, it's going to be a little bit more rare there. They're not going to have the ability to actually mine that resource on their planet, therefore that resource becomes more valuable to them. And I think that's kind of the cool nature of the game, is in doing your resources and upgrading your ship and things of that nature. I'm just really interested to know if those resources can apply to your upgrades just instantaneously.
Right. Sorry, I'm just
you're
struggling
good.
today.
It's about
We got some high pollen today.
yeah, it's about 90 degrees in Chicago today, I
Yeah.
guess.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. I'm pretty confident that some of the resources will be able to directly apply to anything, and some will probably have to somehow craft up a little bit or trade or get it.
Yep. Yeah, because that's basically what that would be, as a crafting element to the
Yeah.
game. Is basically you're crafting a part for your ship. Like you find, I mean, obviously you find blueprints and things of that nature, so there is that crafting element, so to speak. But I just think it'd be really, really interesting if you were to mine a resource and be able to say, hey, I need this much more steel to reinforce the hull of my ship, or I need this much of the equivalent of steel. Obviously, they've made their own periodic table, so whatever they're calling steel.
Yeah, or whatever they're going to be primarily using.
Yeah, exactly. So, so getting back to destructive environments, though.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching a guy stream the other day, and he was kind of going over like the kind of top 5 things he was most interested in doing in No Man's Sky. Cassie, no. Sorry, that's the dog. That's the dachshund. He wants to burrow a hole through the planet.
You can't do it though.
He said he wanted to try and go through the entire planet and out the other side.
As far as I know, they were saying there's a limit to the depth.
Really?
Yeah, I thought it was like 150 meters or something along those lines.
Oh, I did not hear that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then sorry, dude, whoever you were that wanted to burrow your way through the freaking planet, that ain't going to happen. All right, man. Sorry about your luck. So, I did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
Way to drop some knowledge. I like it.
Supposedly. I mean, it's all hearsay at this point. So.
The whole game is hearsay.
I don't know, yeah, that's what we've seen.
And,
it's all just speculation at this point, but it's still kind of a fun conversation to have.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's so funny, just the backing that Sony has on this game, simply because Hello Games is just awful at marketing their own games. It's just simply non-existent with Hello Games.
There really isn't that much marketing outside of, these videos and these streams and everything.
Well, no, I'm saying like compare like a normal AAA title, like a Doom or like an Uncharted. Look at how much marketing and PR Uncharted 4 got. Insane.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I'm not going to go out and say that this game is better in any way, because it's a completely different game, and everybody has their own opinions and everything like that and their preferences. So it's a completely different game, but same price. The price point. That's what it all comes down to, is that price point.
I don't see. I mean, when you put in and when you really put in the time to create something like this, I mean, it may be it may not be your AAA game, but it's still something that it's going to be worth, and it's going to have that substance to be the price point that it's at. I don't see an issue with that.
Is this going to be the Firefly of video games without the cancellation after season 1? It'll eventually have a cult following once everybody actually understands what the hell it is and can jump on board. I mean, even if the game is only what we've seen it to be right now, I'm completely happy with it.
I'm
happy with it.
That's all I'm sold. I love that. I love the concept.
Yeah, I don't even care. If all you do is literally fly around and shoot goats and go into meteor shower, I'm okay with that. Mm-hmm. I'm really okay with that. But that's not Sean Murray's style. That man is one of the smartest mathematical engineers I've ever listened to speak about math.
Right.
And I mean, he's going to make a pretty damn complicated game.
Well, yeah. I mean, just from the amount of work that they put into it all. I mean, you're the math guy here, and the algorithms they used is you understand it more than me. I'm just kind of the a dumb nerdy kid in this case.
Yeah, and he goes into it, all like the sine wave
Yeah.
and everything like that,
Yeah.
and he goes into it, and it's basically just disrupting that wave procedurally to change.
Mhm.
That's basically what it is, because it can go on and on and on. A
Right.
sine wave naturally just keeps continuously going on and on and on. And it's really cool how he did it, because he just layered very, very simple math algorithms on top of one another, governed by a set of rules, a set of math rules.
Yeah.
It's very, very simple. And by doing so, I think they created a 32-bit or 64-bit? I can't remember what they used. I think it was 32. And well, the first bit they used only came out with like 8 billion planets,
Mhm.
and they didn't think that was going to be enough, so they increased a bit and basically created 18 quintillion planets.
Yeah.
So that's how the math. I mean, but you're basically replicating or duplicating exactly what you're doing. So
Right.
that's creating those different layers,
Right.
which is just a super interesting way to go about it. And I mean, it's like Minecraft. Minecraft is procedurally generated, just to the kind of not the larger extent that this is. So. So yeah, all right, we got destructible environments we touched on. Everything is destructible. Well, not everything.
I'm pretty sure everything's going to be destructible to a point.
To a point. That's a good way to phrase it.
I really do. I mean, and it's like you're not going to be able to destroy the heavy door, right away unless you
No.
upgrade your weapon.
Mm-hmm.
And then how much of that, how long it's going to take, and I really do feel like everything is eventually going to be destructible, but you have to earn it.
Oh, I agree. Yeah, and he's kind of alluded to that. Like, I think it was one of the IGN. He was walking the guy through it, and he was like trying to shoot the big ass rock with that laser miner,
Yeah.
and he couldn't do it just simply because that mineral was just simply too tough for him to mine with that specific
upgrade,
tool.
yeah.
So he just used the what the heck is that thing called? The grenade.
Sure.
It's like an environmental disruptor or something like that. And basically, he was able to resource and mine all of that
Mm-hmm.
because he had upgraded it and had
It's just like real life. You can't use a hammer to do
pretty much.
everything.
Yeah, exactly.
As much as fun as it might be.
Right, exactly.
Super Mario on it all.
So I think the completely destructible environment is going to be really, really cool, and it all stays with you. So you destroy something, you leave, you come back, it stays destroyed.
Is that? I always
The
thought
big
like
things.
yeah, that's what I'm imagining. But I'm always wondering what those big things are going to be.
What parameters they set in place? Like, what do they deem as a large environmental?
I know they were
change that
mentioning it
would
on.
keep-
People have touched on these topics all around, But,
Oh yeah.
But it's like, how much of an impact do you have to do for it to save?
That's a good point. Yeah, I have heard that water, actually. So if you were to find a pond, find a lake, or something like that, and use those grenades and make a channel, that water will follow that channel,
Mm-hmm.
and it will. I mean, you could basically make yourself a river, feeding off of a lake.
Mm-hmm.
Whether or not that's going to be deemed big enough to even keep, I know I wouldn't spend a whole lot of time making rivers because you might fly away and come back and
It's all gone.
it's all gone, and all that what you just did, it's just gonna be gone. But yeah, I think that's something cool that we'll find out, like what level of environmental changes are actually saved to the cloud and saved for everybody and things of that nature. What else?
So we have a question on here that says, do you think trees are going to be destructible? And will they stay, down? I don't know. I think you'll be able to take down trees, but in the long run, I don't think they're going to stay down. I think they're going to regrow. Grow, in hypothetical terms.
Regenerate.
Yeah.
I think if a tree was destroyed and it was on the ground or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
it would be like you killed an animal.
Yeah.
It would probably go away after you walked away, or basically you're going to walk.
Leave the planet.
You're going to walk far enough away where the procedural generation is going to basically envelop your gameplay behind you.
Yep.
So what's going to happen is, I have a feeling, and I hypothesize that tree, just like any animal that you kill, will kind of, I guess, regenerate is the best word for it.
Mhm.
It really is.
I mean, it's almost like real life. You think about it. You cut down a tree. While yes, it's going to stay down. Obviously, we don't have the same parameters as a video game, but it will eventually grow back.
Oh, yeah.
Depending on the situations, but I mean, it's not that far off.
Well, he said it, and if you were to mine a resource, fly up to the planet, come back down, all those resources are going to be there again.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling it's going to act very similar to that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the animals, I don't think they're going to come back, because he said, he was kind of joking because somebody had said that, what if I wanted to completely wipe out a species of deer off a planet? Because apparently there's people out there that want to wipe out an entire species of deer off a planet. And he just kind of joked about how completely impossible that would be, and how people just can't. They don't fathom that it's a planet-sized planet.
No.
And a planet-sized planet is going to have a lot of deer on it, if obviously deer are part of that ecology.
Yes.
Wiping out an entire species off a planet, that's going to be freaking difficult to start with. But he said, technically and mathematically within the game, it's possible. Like, you could. Mm-hmm. You really could do it. And they will not populate back. They will...
Yeah, once they're gone.
Stay gone. So, I mean, man, it's really up in the air. I mean, we don't really know a whole lot, and this is why we love doing kind of these live audio streams. Is because we just get to talk about it. We get to talk to people like you who ask questions like that, and it's like, oh, we never thought of that.
Right.
Like, son of a gun, that's a good question. Yeah, we definitely. Ask us any questions. Put anything out there. Any topic is on the table. We have no topic that's off the table regarding No Man's Sky. Obviously, at this point, it's all conjecture. Nobody has any idea. To be fair, only the 11 people at Hello Games actually truly know what's in store for us. What's going to be the final product?
Some days now.
So 11 people literally hold the future of. Am I going to say millions? Am I going to say millions, or are we going to just say a couple 100,000?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.
I won't be. All right, we'll go millions of people. Hold the lives of millions of people and their entertainment desires in their hands.
Yes.
For another 27 days and like 6 hours or something like that.
Some crazy number.
That stupid countdown is torture, man. Freaking saved it up on my desktop at work, and it's just like, good lord. What were some of the other topics? I can't remember.
Ship upgrades.
Yep, we kind of alluded to that, like with resources. Like, can you just mine resources and directly apply them to your ship upgrades or your suit? I mean, suit upgrades, that'd be a little weird. I could see like you mining a resource and applying it directly to your ship. I don't know if I could see mining like a flower and like changing the color of your suit. I don't even know if you can change the color of your suit. We don't even know if you can change the color of your ship. They're all procedurally generated,
I don't see why
not. It's just all right. We actually have another question. This has probably been asked, Buzz. Is this game an MMORPG? Will we be able to interact with other players? Okay, so that is like the number one question that everybody asks. Well, technically, the answer to your question is yes. It technically is a multiplayer MMO kind of RPG because of the upgrades and your player development. But with the world being as vast as it is, the chances of you actually running into another player, another user, are so small that Sean Murray has gone on record saying it will probably never happen. Now you can go scour YouTube. There's videos on people actually trying to do this, coming up with different ways or theories on how to meet each other in space. Hey, that's cool. If you want to try that, that's awesome. I think Patrick and I were kind of just like, we were talking about it, and we were asking, like, is that something that we really are interested in doing? And Patrick, I'll let you. What are your thoughts on that about meeting up in space?
It's always kind of an awesome idea, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, just coming up with those coordinates that you have to meet up at, and then knowing which way to shoot your ship in light years, then yeah, it's gonna be something interesting. I think it might be cool, and I mean, I've heard some murmurs around on the YouTube world that there might be something at the center of the universe that, might change the way we play the game, but all hearsay.
Yeah, he said Sean Murray has said that there is something at the center of the universe that is going to keep users playing.
Yep.
There is an incentive there.
Yep.
And the game is not over. Basically, is what he was kind of alluding to. I feel, it takes on a new role once you get to the center of the universe. And I honestly, I was talking to a buddy of mine, and I wonder if somebody is literally just going to point their nose directly at the center of the universe, grab a rubber band, hold down that damn button, and just walk away and just let the PlayStation go. And
it would take so long.
So insanely long. But there has to be someone out there that is going to try it.
They'll try. At least, maybe go into the next star system or galaxy.
Yeah. They said it'd take... that would just be insane.
Even the solar systems out here are so far apart.
What's up, Adolfo? What's going on, my man? Welcome to the stream. Glad you guys are here.
Yeah.
Kind of repeating myself, I know, but if you guys have any questions, you guys want to chat about anything, I mean, any topic whatsoever, bring up something. Spark the conversation. We're more than happy to...
share our thoughts.
Yeah, we're flexible. We just have a couple of topics. We're just kind of sitting here in my living room, chilling. So we've covered resources and upgrades to your ship, how we feel that may be applied, how I hope that you can apply resources directly to your ship upgrades. I really do.
Yeah.
Not sure if it's going to be a function. We'll see. Destructible environments. Everything will be destructible. There is kind of controversy around whether or not trees will repopulate.
Yeah.
Understandably so. Trees are very important.
Yes.
So TBD, I guess, on that one. Not exactly sure. So
20-some days, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, right. 27 days, and we'll let you know, big guy. We've also covered kind of just talking about multiplayer. And that's just the biggest thing. And there was another video that I was watching that kind of alluded to the year one of No Man's Sky, the upgrades or updates, what we could do. And it seemed like there might be a more multiplayer focus down the road.
Yeah.
Rolling out updates. I don't want to say like matchmaking because I don't think that'll ever have a part. I don't know. I think that what you could do is maybe jump to people, your friends, or the planets that they're on, or have a more efficient way of actually finding where they are and a more efficient means of actually traveling to them. But this is all going to be after you've upgraded your ship, you've upgraded your suit.
After the supposed 40-plus hours of getting to the center of the universe.
Was it 40? I thought he said 70.
I don't know. They're saying something along the lines of 40.
That's insane. There are people that will do it, though.
Yeah.
There are people that will be beelining it for the center of the universe. Which is cool, man.
Upgrading your ship, upgrading your hyperdrives.
I mean, I'm going to do that. I will fully admit, I'm definitely going to play kind of the lore of the game.
I'm definitely down for that, too, but I kind of want to see, like I say, the races and everything else that's gonna kind of evolve around me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you build yourself up with factions and things like that. So we have another question. Maybe we will all start off in the same variant of spaceship. What are your thoughts?
I thought that was kind of like the little jump ship that they were talking about, and like something that you can't really upgrade, but you can get off the planet if need be.
Yeah, it's like your life pod.
Yeah,
they called it.
I think that's what it was.
But that's a good question. Would each individual user start off with a similar variant of the ship, or
is it more like after the life pod, are we all gonna kind of find the same kind of ship?
Yeah.
Is that gonna be?
I don't know. Do you think that's a good question, because will some people just stumble upon a trader ship? Are you going to stumble upon a researcher ship? Are you going to stumble on an explorer ship? Or scientist researcher ship? I'm an idiot. Scientist ship. Yeah, that's a damn good question. Damn good question. I like it.
I like it too. It would make me think now.
I don't know.
It hurts my head.
I do. So the best video I've seen out there is hilarious. Is he let I can't remember his name from IGN. That really wiry guy, little tiny skinny dude. Dude, seriously, it looked like you could just like break him in half with your fingers. He's tiny. Anyway, Sean Murray let him drive, and he immediately came in on a planet, went to land his spacecraft and landed directly on a freaking building or box of some sort. It was an object of some sort. And Sean Murray is just like, his heart just had this thing's like, worst demo ever.
Yeah.
Literally. And he even said, that's the first time I've seen that happen.
I died laughing.
Oh my god, I died. It was so
I hope
hilarious.
that's gonna be a thing. Like, I hope they don't. I hope they don't patch that out. Or
I hope
that.
That would be
I
great.
think it'd just be a fun game to try to like go in as fast as you can and land on random objects just to see how that comes out.
It was
videos of that.
Oh man, he did say at one of the builds that you could actually fly in and scoop up animals on your nose of your plane and take them out.
Oh
to
yeah,
space.
he said it was technically possible.
Technically possible that you could scoop up animals and actually take them into space.
Oh god.
Like have space animals floating about.
Will they float though, or are they just gonna stick to your ship?
Right there. Just
nice
bam.
Hood ornaments.
Have a big just go.
Jaguars.
Yeah. Oh my god, that would be great. So yeah, no, that is a really good question. I don't know what kind of variant ship we're gonna get started on. To be honest with you, the beginning of the game is just clouded in mystery. Like, we know that we're going to start off on different planets in the same universe. We understand that on the edge of the universe. But
I don't know. I've heard so many different people.
Outside of that, we don't really know anything.
I mean, there's been so many different things. I mean, I even heard that you start out in the same galaxy technically.
Technically, yeah, I guess.
So I mean, I mean, it's big enough. I guess that would be something to think about, because if everybody starts out in the same galaxy and you go to the center of the galaxy or the universe.
So that was a massive confusion with
Yeah.
Hello Games because they put something wrong on their website.
Well, they just kind of kept going with it.
Yeah, and so they always like misspeak sometimes because
It's
Sean
probably on
Murray
purpose.
has said it's a universe.
Yeah.
But they always, but he goes on record saying everybody starts off in the same galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, is it a universe or is it a galaxy?
Mhm.
You've gone on record saying that it's a universe, but you're telling me that everybody starts off in the same galaxy? There is a difference between those two things.
Yeah.
Like that's a big difference.
Yeah.
So
Quintillion
Yeah.
versus a couple million.
and that's going to change the face of the multiplayer aspect then, because if you do start off in the same galaxy, that increases the chance of running into another user.
Right.
So, good question. I don't know. I really don't know. Hello, Kaloob. How's it going, my man? Or, dude, sorry, I don't want to.
Kenny?
I don't want.
A Kenny.
Yeah, I don't want to assume. But yeah, no, I think that's a really good question. All right, we have agents, lots of numbers. No Man's Sky is such an intriguing game. I watched a video that explained many different ways to play it, which I had never thought of. How do you think you would play? Patrick, take it away.
I'm super interested in the races, and I really want to find, that Rosetta Stone, and then start learning the languages. And I'm still just I'm unsure if it's going to be how much I can learn on one planet, how much can I learn going, along my trip to the center of the universe. I'm not somebody who wants to wipe out anything. I don't want to be an aggressive player. I want to be an explorer, a trader, along those lines. I think that's the way I'm going to find the most enjoyment out of it, and I'm going to find, just the enjoyment out of that.
Yeah, I'm kind of in this very, very similar boat. I'm going to go explore.
Oh yeah, would it be like me?
I want to get the... Gotta be like you, man.
Yeah.
No, I'm definitely going to go explore because I find that having the ability to jump from solar system to solar system is going to keep the game interesting down the road in our 40 or 80 or 160 or 2 years from now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Sometime in the future.
Yeah. Like, seriously. And the coolest thing about this game is, theoretically and technically, we could be playing this with the next generation of gamers. You know what I mean? And it can still be applicable because the game is so vast and we're always going to be finding new things. And that's just the nature of using procedural generation. I mean, once they wipe those servers clean and everything's fresh and new, even the developers have no clue what's going to be on any planet. They have no clue. They know the rules that they have in place govern certain aspects of the environment and the ecology, but they don't know what kind of animals are on that planet. They have never been to that planet before. No one has been to that planet before. And basically, here we go. And that's the way I'm going to play the game.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that I'm going to spend a lot of time on my first planet.
I'm probably the same.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend a lot of time on my first planet, not only to learn the mechanics of the game, to be honest with you, because that's where you got to start. Sean Murray has gone on record saying he loves the fact that Minecraft doesn't really give you a lot of instructions. They don't tell you, hey, you have to craft this and this to make this. They don't really do a whole lot of tutorials. So I think it's going to be kind of staying on that planet, figuring out, okay, this is how I can do this, or this is a resource that I need to, stockpile. If I want to upgrade this portion of my ship. And I think learning what you need to resource and mine is going to be really important. All right, we have another statement here. There are multiple galaxies, by the way. Sean has mentioned that in a vid before. I don't remember which one, though. Yeah, there are multiple galaxies.
Yeah, oh yeah. We're very... We know that. We know it's a universe with many galaxies within the universe.
The only thing that throws me is he keeps saying that y'all start off in the same galaxy.
Yeah.
I think he means you start off in the same universe.
Could we just be looking into it too much?
Oh yeah, we totally are looking into it way too much.
I'm sure. That's the beauty of it. We're all some idiots when when the day comes when we're all playing this, and then down the line, however many hours it takes, and then we're just gonna look back and be like, wow,
Samsonite. I was way off. Oh, we are all just going to feel like fools. And hey, guess what? All of this is documented. We can go back and see how stupid we really frickin' were. Yay for internet technology. So yeah, no, and I think that's the beauty of No Man's Sky and how close to the chest Hello Games has played this game.
Which I love. I
like that. It brings back the old school game.
It does.
It does. It's old school.
You see a box and you're like, ooh, I wonder what's that like now.
Uh-huh. Oh, man. It just gets you excited. And I think it builds the hype. It really does. I think no marketing is actually sneakily
Well, I mean, think about like the old cinema days with Hitchcock.
That's a good point.
The way that he used to do it was, he wouldn't give away anything in the trailer. Essentially, just be him talking.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, look at Sean Murray. It's just him talking and showing a few clips.
Yeah, and it's all. I think we've seen maybe 5 to 10 different planets throughout all the videos and the gameplay. I think we've literally seen maybe 5 to 10 planets of total gameplay.
Made by gamers for gamers.
Hell yeah, Agent.
Yeah.
That's right, buddy. Made by gamers for gamers. And I mean, that's so funny how he talks about he's been wanting to make this game since he was a kid. He's wanted to have a game like this.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's going to make this game so successful is that he had that in mind. I compare it to Deadpool. I compare it to the movie Deadpool. You stay true to the comic. You make a movie that's true to the users, the viewers, I guess, passion.
Expectations.
Yeah,
expectations.
Well, and they followed the fucking comic. They did. Even all the way down to the the X-Men.
Colossus.
No, the X-Men plane. I can't remember the damn name.
Blackbird.
Thank you. Why did that escape me for a second? They nailed that thing to a T. Yeah. I mean, Deadpool's personality. I know you haven't seen it because you're waiting for your big ass TV.
Yeah.
So I know spoilers.
No spoilers for anybody, man.
But they nailed it. I mean, they stay true to the comic, and that's what No Man's Sky is doing, I feel. I think they are staying true to the gaming world, and they're going to make a game that gamers are going to keep coming back to. They're going to keep coming back to it because it's interesting, and it's intriguing, and it's what's on the horizon. Mm-hmm. What's over that mountain? Can I jump off that mountain?
And live.
This isn't Fallout. You don't have power armor. You're going to have a suit, but I don't think that thing is fueled by fusion cores, so I don't think I'd be jumping off any mountains. Unless you have the jetpack, and then you just get, to the ground and hit it a little bit. It kind of braces your fall.
Just fly. I wonder if you need fuel for the jetpack.
Oh. That's a hell of a question. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah, okay. Let's put it out to the chat. Do you think you're going to need fuel to use your jetpack? Are you going to have to resource or mine different resources on the planets to fuel your jetpack? We all know you're going to have to fuel your hyperdrive, and you said you could do that. The best way to do that, we heard, actually, is to mine asteroids to fuel your hyperdrive. Apparently, there's a large collection of some mineral out there that fuels hyperdrives. But yeah, Sean Murray has said that the best place to fuel your hyperdrive is asteroid fields. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah, that's
I like
interesting.
how every single. I think he was doing the Colbert Reporter show or whatever. What is that? The Daily Show? Is that what Colbert does now?
Sure.
I don't even know.
Or no, isn't that the night one?
I don't.
I'm terrible.
I don't watch TV.
I'm not up that
I really don't.
anymore.
I play video games. I don't watch TV. He literally shoots through an asteroid, and Colbert is just like, you could have flown around that. And he just kind of laughs, and he blows a hole right through it, just kind of flies right through it. So I thought that was really cool. And just, like, needing fuel. Like, that's a cool aspect. That's a cool little detail that you're going to have to really manage. What's up, Leda? Hopefully, I feel like that challenge would be nice.
To find the fuel for the jetpack?
Yeah. That'd be
I
kind of
think,
a cool-
like I said, I kind of like that.
It's like a survival mode.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a survival game.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to have very harsh environments. Like, that one ice planet was negative 160-some degrees Celsius.
210 at night or
That's
something
insane.
like that.
And then he just burrowed in a cave, and, oh, warmth! Yay, I can survive.
Right.
So, yeah, it's really funny, and just kind of the things that we are hypothesizing about based on the very little gameplay that we've all seen. And I mean, we're all thirsty for more. And that's why Patrick and I kind of started this live audio stream, is just to get you guys in one place and just, for lack of a better phrase, shoot the shit. Like, there's no better forum than a place like this just to come and just throw your ideas out there. It's a friendly environment, ladies and gentlemen.
That'd be actually cool. Futon there says some materials may burn more pure than others.
Oh.
That could be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Is there a better or more efficient hyperdrive fuel than another in terms of hyperdrive?
Yeah, like
Or jet fuel or whatever.
like our modern day version of unleaded premium and high octane fuel.
Yeah, or European gas.
Yeah. Seriously, yeah. That's a really good question. That'd be kind of cool. Like, yeah, you can use this mineral to go this far, but
wonder
if you
if they're
find
gonna
this
break it
mineral,
down.
you
I wonder if they'll break it down to the same, like, the different isotopes and stuff like that. I doubt that. I think that's looking way too deep, but
that'd be
that might be a fun hypothesis.
It did create their own damn periodic table for the frickin' game.
Right. But how far would you be willing to go, for gaming and science?
That would be pretty detailed. Wow.
Yeah,
that'd be
I don't
intense.
even know if I'd want to think about that.
Yeah, no.
Chemistry, yay.
That hurts. Yeah, yeah. Let us get a chemistry lesson in here while we're playing No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Well, we're about at 45 minutes. I think for the last 15 minutes, we'll kind of open it up like we always have.
Mm-hmm.
Just any thoughts, any questions, anything, any topics that you want to discuss.
I'm No Man's Sky.
Yeah, I'm No Man's Sky. Yeah, we're No Man's Sky related.
Yeah. Or I guess gaming too, something that connects. I mean, we put this question out before. What are you playing?
Oh yeah.
And getting excited for, and just kind of keeping your hype controlled and capped.
Yeah, we're doing this. That's what's controlling our hype. We basically just let it take over our entire body and just do audio streams and talk to people like you guys, which is a lot of fun. Thank you guys all for coming out and kind of participating. Honestly, it's great to have comments and topics being brought up and things of that nature.
Yeah.
We've had some really good questions that I never even thought of.
No, never. I mean, that's the whole point. I mean, you bounce things off of each other. The more people you talk to, the better points you get.
Oh, for sure, exactly. What else did we have up on?
Up on the old the Atlas.
Yeah. Oh, I put that on there because I saw somebody on Reddit today said, "Hey, hi! I saw this painting or this game art, and it looks as though as we are going to be attacking the Atlas." And the poor guy just got destroyed on Reddit. I felt bad for him. He did. And it was like, no, find a way, God. It's just like, okay, it's an interpretation, man. It's like, that's just like your opinion.
Right.
It's like, come on.
So we got another question here about how realistic is it going to be. I don't know if it's going to be ultra realistic.
Like the
game
video?
itself.
Like the graphics or like...
No, in general.
Or
I mean,
the
even
gameplay.
Well, I mean, yeah, the gameplay or the graphics. I don't think it's going to be ultra realistic.
No.
We're going to have some things. I mean, it's obviously, it's a lot smaller, and I mean, we move faster, so you can't really put all those in the game. you move faster
Mhm.
than in real life, and then some of the objects are closer in the game than they are in real life. So
Yeah, planets.
and then
yeah.
same thing. I mean, you're going off of an arcade kind of feel because he wants to make it. The game needs to be accessible by everybody.
Yeah, it can't be Elite Dangerous.
No.
Like that. And I mean, he even goes on record saying he loves Elite, and so do I. I mean, it's a great game, but it is very challenging. Elite Dangerous is a very, very challenging game, and that's why you get an achievement by ducking. Like, I mean, so I'm serious. It takes a long time just to figure out how to dock that Sidewinder. It's tough. So where he likes that aspect of Elite and all the details, he wanted it to be more user friendly, so anybody could pick up a pad and start playing.
Yeah.
And that's why that's why I think the coolest thing is when you enter an atmosphere of a planet, it writes you.
Yeah.
And while it's writing you automatically, it gives you the details of the planet, the environment, the temperature, you know, the air quality, things of that nature, and it gives you all those things. So if you're like, oh, nope, I can't survive here, you just jet right back out and you're done.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's because you have to know that information. You can't just be going down to a planet and being like, oh, yeah, I can totally survive here, and then you jump out and
Insta-death.
I don't think that'll ever happen.
Like that, no.
I don't think he built that into the game, but I think that's. I see where you're like, how realistic is it going to be? I think
I think it's going to be enough.
Yeah.
I think that's the key. I think it's going to be enough, at least in my mind, and I think it's going to be entertaining.
All right, Futan has another statement here. Even though they would be hard to find, I would like to explore the buildings in more depth. I saw the Art of No Man's Sky video, and it piqued my interest.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
I mean, that's one of the biggest things for me. Like I said, I want to get to know the races. I want to get to know the language. I'm a language guy. I mean, it's fun. It's interesting. And
I'm not going to be blowing doors in their buildings.
no, I'm not gonna. Maybe once,
Just to see what
just to see what happens.
Then load the save.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you can.
I don't think you can.
You just get away.
Get
or die.
Yeah, that's kind of the interesting thing. Like, how far will the Sentinels go to track you? If you were to just maybe piss off the Sentinels a little bit, jump in your ship, fly, a couple 100 miles, touch back down, does that wanted level carry with you, and will they literally scour the planet for you? How far is their tenacity?
Well, didn't they say? Well, I don't know in the planet, in that realm. I know they did say, and was mentioned, I don't know if it was Sean Murray or if it was just somebody else on another YouTube channel. They were saying that it's going to be factioned out. So I wonder if planets are going to be the same as the universe in general, where you go far enough and you make somebody mad, and a different faction is going to be the same race, but a different faction is going to be, have different feelings towards you.
Yeah. Well, and they do go on and say, like in the lore of the game, that the factions will pit against one another. Like they're not always the factions are not going to be friendly with one another. So that's a cool element. Like maybe you start learning the faction's language, and you find out that they're not so good. They're not like the best faction in the world. They might be a faction of pirates.
Although it might be hilarious to find that out slowly.
It would be.
I think
hilarious.
I would die laughing.
What if you took a lover? What if you took a lover from that faction, then you find out like this faction,
that might be going far.
Their religion is based on murder and just awful things.
Yeah.
What happens? Would you get that in depth?
No. But it'd be funny. I think I would just die laughing if you found out.
I really would.
If you found out something was as crazy, or you're actually part of the bad guys. It could be fun too, though.
I don't want to play. I never play games as a bad guy. I'm always like Fallout 4. I was the good guy. I'm always going to be the good guy. Even though Preston Garvey pissed me off, that stupid Fetch Quest motherfucker. God, I hate that guy. You're dealing with Tinker Tom and those damn Mila shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Kunis.
I mean, I do like Fallout 4, but damn, those Fetch Quests suck. All right, Derek. I feel like none of the factions will be evil. Yeah,
that's a philosophical question.
Yeah,
it's actually pretty deep.
Evil is a relative term, man.
It is. So I mean, well,
I don't know. I don't really know.
I don't think there's actually going to be evil, but I don't think you'll agree with everything that certain factions will be doing. So, in that sense, it might be the wrong faction for you.
It's a good point.
Air quotes.
Yeah. The only thing that I can say, because I have no idea, I mean, the only thing I can say against a faction being evil was that would kind of force the game into a combat sort of environment, more so than it is, more so than Sean Murray's alluded to. He kind of says this is a survival type of game,
yeah, but
you can play combat.
Yeah,
if
all
you
those
choose.
things can tie into each other.
I just don't think he would have wrote that into the lore because it gets edged closer towards combat than I think Sean Murray wants it to. Personally, that's it. I mean, that's really the only kind of devil's advocate type of ammunition that I have to combat whether or not a faction would be evil. Personally, I just don't think Sean Murray would write that in. Personally, I don't think he would. I don't know, but hey, I had no idea. I'm just really, really happy that I got my limited edition version. I'm still happy about that. I don't care. I put it up on Reddit, so I did my due diligence. But yeah, unfortunately, that freaking limited edition at GameStop in Newegg was gone in like an hour.
Yeah.
It was incredible. We kind of were touching on that at the beginning of the stream, and Patrick and I both got ours. We're eagerly awaiting 27 days because GameStop will ship it day of release. So we both have it coming to our offices. Unfortunately, we have to work that day. But that night, oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll put up some videos too. So.
Oh yeah, we're going to be... we are going to be live streaming
better than me.
Yep, I am going to be live streaming through this channel.
I'll upload some videos.
And then we're going to share Patrick's Twitch channel.
We'll
on
see.
This channel as well.
If I can get it up there, then yeah. Otherwise, I'll just take some videos and just put them up.
All right, Derek. I think the morals of each faction won't ever really show, other than them fighting each other for reasons we will never really know.
I think that's part of the whole reason about trying to find out the language, too.
Yeah.
I mean, you're never going to know... Well, I'm not saying never, but I think it's going to be difficult to figure out why the other people are doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
Unless you go out and learn the language.
It's a good point. No, and I kind of agree with Derek. I really don't think that it's really going to come out in the gameplay. I really don't. I don't think... And he's going on to say there's no cutscenes, there's no anything like that. He's not going... There's not like a story mode or campaign mode, I guess if you say. He's not gonna send you on a quest. He's not gonna say go here and get this box and bring it back to me. That's not what this game is. So I kind of agree with Derek. I don't think he's gonna write that into the game, and I think Sean Murray has really just said, gamers, here's a game that you can make your own. Do whatever the hell you want and make the game whatever you want it to be.
Isn't that what Minecraft kind of did?
Oh yeah, for sure. And Minecraft is procedurally generated, just like No Man's Sky, obviously on a smaller scale. But yeah, it's just kind of pitted gamers to say, hey, here you go. Here's a massive sandbox. Do whatever you want to do with governing rules.
Right.
But those governing rules are getting stretched thin in No Man's Sky. You can do a lot of things in No Man's Sky, and that's what's really piques everybody's interest is we know what you can do on a very small scale right now. I think it's the tip of the iceberg of what we're really going to find out when the game releases, what all the details really are. So, all right. Well, we're winding down here. We're going to stop this at an hour, so we got about 6 minutes left here. If you guys have any questions whatsoever,
or just something you want to talk about.
Yeah, topic, anything.
Bounce off ideas from us and see.
Hell yeah.
See some other.
I was trying to think of anything interesting I saw today.
So actually, you know what I did today? I was at work, and one of the older ladies there, we went out for a walk. It was a nice day, you know.
It was nice.
Chicago's beautiful weather. Nice. You know, enjoying the outdoor, like you're supposed to. So I was talking to my coworker, and I actually told her about this game, and she started getting more intrigued and asking questions, and it was just like. The amount of interest that she put into it, somebody who's not a gamer, is just it blows my mind at times.
Yeah,
it really does.
Yep.
It's people who have no gaming experience in the past, people who are just out there, and then they hear about something like this, and it piques their interest, and that's kind of cool.
I completely agree. I work in an ad agency, so naturally a lot of people game in the agency. And I have the ability to share this game and all the hype with about 3 or 4 guys at work, and they are just as hyped as I So it is really nice, though. Like, you kind of explained, like I explained it to one of my coworkers today who has 3 small children. Which, if you guys are watching this, I swore. All right? I provided your mom the links to this thing, and I told her I would try not to swear, but I know I dropped an F-bomb, and I'm sorry, Margaret. My bad. I just needed to apologize for that one. Anyway, I showed her just some gameplay, and she turned around and immediately stopped what she was doing and, like, watched it. And was, like, completely captivated just by simple gameplay. Not even what the details of the game were, just looking at a ship coming from a planet, going into outer space, and going back to another planet. She's like, wait, what?
That's something that, like, people have dreamed of, ever since, I don't even know how long now.
Oh, I know.
Just looking at the moon and just being, I wonder how that is up there. And just being able to do it. I know there's a few questions up there. We're trying to get to it.
Derek's got a great one.
Yeah.
I love it. Is there a kind of planet you guys are hoping to find that hasn't been shown? And yes, it's been mentioned, but it has not been shown.
You want that?
Guess. Guess what I want.
You want a water world.
I want fucking Waterworld, and I'm sorry I dropped another F-bomb. But I want freaking Waterworld, baby. That's what I want. I know it sounds so stupid, and you're not going to do anything on it.
How do you land?
You don't. I just want to find the motherfucker. That's all I want to find. I just want to find Waterworld.
Right.
And then Kevin Costner shows up, and we just go search for land. That's what we do. It sounds so stupid, but I really want it.
Just remember, north is south, okay?
Turn the girl upside down. Come on, what are we doing here? There was actually another question.
Well, hold on.
I'm sorry,
hold on.
you didn't get to answer. I'm sorry.
50-50 here, man. For me, I kind of want to find that barren planet that has nothing, and then maybe dig down and see what's actually under there. That's what I'm curious about. That's what I want to see, or even a moon. I mean, I'm even satisfied with a moon. That's what I kind of want to see. I'm not necessarily, all that volcanoes and stuff like that, which is awesome. By the way, Derek.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. But yeah.
Can you recruit NPCs and make a big army? No, man, I don't think you can do that.
You can be a part of an army.
It'd be kind of cool.
It would be.
You can join in. So that's what they said. Like, so when you see pirates attacking a freighter or cargo ship, you can join in. Not exactly sure you were going to recruit or, like in Fallout 4, pacify an enemy and have them come over to your side.
That's all you hear me do.
Oh, it's so funny because we'll be playing together and he'll be in the party and all I hear him is, "Stop! Wait right there!" or whatever the frick he says. And it's just so funny. I'm like, did it work? He's like, no. He just has such defeat in his voice. Yeah. It's hilarious. But no, Volcanic World would be kind of cool. Not gonna lie, that would be cool.
It would be.
It'd
be like a Mercury.
Oh, he said there's ring planets.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Well, that's
awesome. Ring planets. You can pick. I'm sorry. This
just
game.
go through it all.
Oh, seriously. I would just pick.
Yeah.
All the way. Just up and down. Make a wave pattern.
Yep.
Oh man, that would be really, really cool. I'm hoping for a planet with floating rocks all over it, like an Avatar.
Yeah, I mean that'd be cool.
They
showed stuff like that.
Yeah, I just watched Avatar. I
hope it wasn't the first time.
No.
Okay, good.
Freaking first time I watched that movie was in IMAX 3D. Oh my god. No, Google took us. So it was one of those things, and it was one of the first ones in IMAX 3D, I think.
That's pretty cool.
That's right. It was an intense movie, seriously. But no, I was watching that movie the other day. I had the exact same thought. I want to find a planet with some floating rocks.
Why don't you just find the whole Avatar world?
Well, they showed it in that one like staged gameplay.
Yeah.
You can where the 3 ships go up and he kind of hyperspaces with them. Yeah. If you back up the video a little bit, you will notice that there's a floating rock.
Rocks, yeah.
There's a floating rock in that video. So yes, man, there's going to be floating rocks. I don't know to the level of Avatar.
Yeah, that'd be cool though.
I do want to find an Avatar world.
A jungle with lots of blue people. But it looks like we're running out of time here, so looks like we're going to be winding down right now.
Yeah. So Patrick and I had been talking about this. We're going to try and do this every Tuesday and Thursday, 7 o'clock.
We'll try, yeah.
Yep. Yeah. If anything, shoot us a question. Subscribe to the channel. Email
us, do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, I have this at my fingertips on a daily basis, so I can pretty much respond immediately to you guys. So thank you all for coming out. Thank you so much.
We'll get to that question next time. The last one about landing on an asteroid.
Oh, I like it. We'll save it for next time. Derek?
Yeah.
come back next time, and we're going to start with your question, my man.
Yeah.
So
That's pretty cool.
I like that question. That's a good one. So, hey, again, thank you guys.
Yeah, definitely.
Have a great one, and we'll see you around. Explorers Unite.